What's up guys, welcome to Billyvisuals, where we're all about visuals, and in today's video I have the 4.0 Triple Black Ultra Boost in my hand, and the topic is black boost and colored boost. Why does it matter? The first time that colored boost has ever came out or released was in December 2016, and at that time...
You dumbass. The first colored boost that came out was in July 16th, 2016.
For 3 years there has been no boost that has other colors other than white. So I'm not too sure what the development of the boost pellets are like, but you're gonna have to ask BASF, which is the company that creates boost, to get that information. Now there are 3 reasons why having colored boost is so advantageous. The first one is because it's so easy to clean as opposed to having a raw boost material. Having raw boost material is really comfortable, but the fact is, if you were to have the outsole and the midsole so close to the ground, it's very close to being picked up by dirt. So if you guys were to look at it close up, you guys can see that due to its sponginess, it has picked up a lot of dirt over time. That yellowing and the yellowing at the bottom of the shoe, no matter how you clean it, you will never be able to get rid of it. That being said, you could repair the Ultra Boost by putting a nice protectant on it, or even paint white all over the midsole. But for me, I like to keep it the way it is. I don't like to put too many third-party products on top of my shoe, so that's what I end up with, which is a dirty boost. So that's the reason why having colored boost is so nice. It's easier to clean as opposed to having yellow all over on the outsole or the midsole, and on the outsole it's white, so it will get dirty here and get yellowed, but on the midsole, where it's most important, because everyone would see this part more. So back then, before there was colored boost, a lot of people would just take Angelus leather paint or even paint markers to paint their boost midsole. You guys can jump over to my PureBOOST video, where basically my PureBOOST was disgustingly yellow and I had to repaint it over with paint marker. So the second benefit of having colored boost is variety. The first colored boost was NMDs. So if you were to have NMDs with the colored blocks, it creates a variety to the boost midsole, so it's not only a white midsole anymore. To correct myself, the Yeezys were the first one to have a colored outsole or midsole with boost material inside, but that doesn't show the boost properties or the boost aesthetic. So what I mean is, having this little boost pellets show as part of the boost aesthetic, but with the Yeezys you basically have this outsole that cages around the outside of the shoe, but they did such a great job of being able to replicate boost without ruining it by adding a cage. So if you look at this shoe right here, there's a cage around it, but the boost material isn't being affected at all, and it still feels really comfortable. And that goes with the version 1 of Yeezys as well as V2s. And the third benefit is easier to match outfits. I mean, having a white midsole is really awesome all the time, but having a colored boost is much easier to match so that your shoe doesn't always look like it's popping out. So those are 3 benefits as to why having a colored boost is so important, and that's the reason why I was so hyped as well, because a lot of people knew that there were these problems that Boost had, and having that colored boost solves those problems. Boost being colored isn't easy. That's also why it took Adidas so long to put Boost into the market, or colored boost into the market. So if you were to have colored boost, you basically change the properties of the material. Inside the boost material, each pellet has its own sponginess feeling. It rebounds as well as absorbs. But as you were to put a paint or a wrap over that boost material, it basically restrains it from being too absorbent or too springy. What I'm trying to say is, basically, if you were to paint acrylic on top of paper, whereas paper is really flexible, after you put acrylic on it, it becomes a little bit less flexible. The reason being is because paint has its own properties in terms of like thickness, material, and flexibility. So having this boost color, it still affects the boost comfort. So it is a very, very comfortable shoe, but the problem is the paint resists it from being its full capacity or capability of being boost. And I didn't learn this on my own. I actually watched a YouTube video interview by Adidas designers right here.
Why is it white and not paintable, or why not painted yet?
So we think that it's not paintable. Maybe it's paintable because maybe Adidas likes a white sole unit.
But okay, if you use, let's say, paint or pigments or colors, you will change also the performance of the particles or of the sole. Yeah, and this is actually what we have to make sure that we don't change the let's say the physical properties.
But theoretical, is it possible to paint it without taking a can or a pen?
Yeah, sure.
In my opinion, I feel like colored boost is not as comfortable as the raw boost, but that being said, they're both still really comfortable. In my opinion, is not the only one. So let me know in the comment section below if you find that colored boost affected your performance or affected the way you feel about boost as opposed to raw boost itself. The only other problem is it not being fully black, because they only got the black color onto the boost by painting a layer of paint on top of the boost material, and then at the bottom you can see that there's still white boost showing on the outsole. That doesn't really matter to me as much because less people see the bottom, but it just makes it seem a little less authentic in terms of actually colored boost. So the alternative before colored boost came out was definitely just the Yeezys and the NMDs, and I think that the Yeezys did a fantastic job of solving every single one of those problems that I talked about earlier before colored boost has come out. So now that you know all that, you might understand why there was so much hype around Triple Black Ultra Boost or Color Boost in general, because back in the day before they didn't have it, people were yearning for it and hoping that it would come out. And yeah, so now that it come out and it's quite common, it's pretty awesome to have that choice. This has been Billyvisuals. I hope you guys got visualized, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.